So that information and also information on, for example, when you have sex for the first time, you won't get pregnant. You see, like conversation among peers when they do not have the right information and the misinformation that get from themselves, and trying to. You can hear someone say, me, I tried and then I didn't get pregnant, and then another person goes and does the same thing, and then you see that's wrong.
Wow.
Yeah,
So there's the lack of information, a lot of it,
yes.
but then also, as you're explaining, a lot of the girls are exposed to vulnerable environments, and so they're not doing it out of choice, but sort of being lured into this practice.
Yeah, and actually I feel like girls also are not aware even when they're violated.
Yes.
So they are not. During COVID, I do a lot of work with community girls and visiting schools, just getting to know what happens. And there's a time I interacted with girls from a certain school, I'm not mentioned, and then there's this girl that has been violated, but she does not know. She has someone that that says they love. Okay, they love the girl. So the girl, one day was lured into having sex with this guy, and then so it's in the informal setting, and then there are other people just around, the way in the informal settings houses are just, and then I don't know if it's by bad luck or it was planned, then the electricity was cut off, and then she was having sex with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then so, her boyfriend said, let me just get out, go check out something, and then 6 other guys came and had sex with her. And she did not realize, she thought it's just the same guy, and the way, girls, adolescent girls are very naive, they're not even comfortable in their own bodies. So maybe probably when they're having sex, she's just closing her eyes. She's not comfortable with even having sex itself. She's just been
then now she's been exposed to 6 other people.
Yeah, and she does not even know, and that changed who she is. And even right now, she realized it later after she had people talking about it in the plot. We had
that's
people,
when she
that's when
discovered
she
that
realized
she was exposed to all this.
Yeah, and
so
now that has changed her.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, especially, this conversation is very serious in terms of when you're talking about you're vulnerable as a young girl at any point in your life, you're extremely vulnerable, and there's need for protection, but then you're also talking about parents who are working so hard, who are doing so much, so they are not really available to be there for the parents and for the children. And so then this translates to the bigger conversation. There needs to be policies that guide and protect the young girl in a situation whereby they are always vulnerable, they are always exposed, And I know that you guys were recently participating in the formulation or contributing to the conversation of the reproductive health policy. What are some of the things that you are contributing to be part of the conversation?
Before the RH bill, that is the reproductive health bill, we worked on the NASH policy. So the NASH policy for 2015, which honestly, I think it is taking a lot of time, since 2015 to now, it's 7 years now actually. So we've been doing a lot of reviews together with other young women and other young men in Kenya. And honestly, we don't feel like the policy makers are keen on making sure that our voices are heard in that policy. And so even last year we did a review as well, and then we developed a position paper with Changes Kenya together with Zamara. They developed a position paper for adoption by the government, so that the voices of other young people can be heard. So Dr. Kaliti, during the RH validation, was asked, and he said that the consultants are working on it. So
they say the consultants are working on it. And when people say people are working on it, it's sort of another long winding story. But I wanted to hear exactly the policies that you propose, and I want to hear what exactly you're opposed to. But before then, because this we need to do some dancing out in here, we're gonna take a break and we'll come back shortly.
Okay.
All right. So let's have some water, or you guys call it water.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Stop. Workspace.